think this is all about? You think this is a fucking costume? This is a way of life.
Hey, BALLBUSTERS. Bates here. Coming at you, episode 40 of Way Life Live. Tonight's show, kind of doing things a little differently tonight. Gonna be more of a just kind of a chill, laid back, free for all, interactive discussion, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But we'll discuss, you know, a bit of news, I guess, here and there, and talk about some horror and geek shit. So sit back, relax, and join in on the conversation with us, man. How you doing over there, Mungus?
I'm a little more awake than you, but not too bad. Not too bad. How are you?
Just tired. Tired. My hands hurt. Freaking had to replace the starter on my wife's car and just tore up my hand.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be an easy job, but
well, honestly, if you've ever done a starter on a car, honestly, this is like the easiest starter I've ever done. But it did not change the fact that it chewed up my hand really, really good. But it's done, and now she has her car back, which is good. Couldn't have her without her car anymore.
No, plus you get a little bonus points there too, so it's not bad.
Yeah, well, it saved us probably, I would say at least $150. It probably would have been about a 2 to 3 hour job at any shop.
That sounds about right.
So, I would have much rather been out in the garage working on my car, but getting her car back up and running was more important, sadly.
But now you've got the time to do that. You know what I mean? You've got her out of your hair, and
yeah, no.
Now you can do a little more.
Yeah, no.
I'll try to be the optimist here for you, man.
Yeah, well, you're failing.
Hey, I'm not failing. You're just choosing not to accept it.
There's nothing to accept. But
God, this is bizarro world, man. Like you sound like me circa 5 months ago.
Yeah, you know, I'm just still trying to recover from work this past weekend and work of this week. I've been working late almost every day this week, and I worked 14 hours plus on Saturday. I put in like another 5 hours on Sunday. Then I've been working 10 to 11 hour days the last couple days. So I'm just ready to stab something.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you're here tonight. That's great. We took the week off last week to kind of recharge a little bit. You know, you got a bunch of stuff going on in your life. I've been kind of up to my neck in various planning phases and developing of things. So yeah, it was a good time to take the time to relax and not do a show. But like in hindsight, it sounds like this week might have been better.
Yeah, and I just realized I didn't even read the right intro into this episode. I don't even give a fuck. That's how much I care about tonight. I don't even give a fuck. I just realized I read the description for the episode rather than the intro.
Did you? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, see, exactly. Oh my God.
You are, wow. Whoa, that's a good one.
Dude, so a couple, I don't know, about a week or two ago, I had the contractors back here trying to fix the AC system because we were having some issues with it. And so what they ended up doing is they put this vent in the basement. Now, my basement didn't have AC or heat prior to this, but they put one vent in the basement. And holy crap, this thing cools down and heats up the basement in like 20 minutes.
That's wonderful, because when we were doing the last episode of MBH, it wasn't a hot day by any stretch of the imagination, and
The basement is usually cooler.
yeah, basements are usually cool. Actually, I don't even think it was MBH. It was the drive-in.
Yeah, the last drive-in.
The last drive-in, and I was just like, if this place doesn't cool down, I'm passing the fuck out, because like I'm just me and heat. I get comfortable, and I'm not long for the world. You know what I mean? So that's definitely good news, especially for future events and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, dude, I just put the heat on like 15 minutes ago because it was cold down here, and I put my hoodie on. I gotta take it off in a minute because I'm sweating already. This freaking thing, it's like Freddy's boiler room down here, man.
Good lord. Speaking of the weather, and I know this is utterly boring, like small talk, but last week we kind of went through all the seasons here in Jersey. Like, I had the air condition on for 2 days on like full blast. And then by the end of the week, we had our heat on. It was like madness. Like the last of summer just pushed its way out, and we're right on track to like that cold season, that hoodie weather, you know?
That's my weather. Hoodie weather is my weather.
Oh yeah, same here. I'm a cold guy. Like I could wear shorts in the snow, you know. Like I'm all good on that front. But there's nothing better than this time of year around here.
Well, you know, it's funny because back like a week or two ago when it was still hot out, I'm outside in the garage working on a car, and I had to put a hoodie on regardless, no matter how hot it was, because in my area the mosquitoes are just vicious. They're absolutely vicious, and so I'm like swatting at my face and at my hands because it's just mosquitoes everywhere. Today, working on Tao's car, putting the starter in. Man, not one mosquito. A cricket did jump up on my leg, but he quickly learned how wrong of a mistake that was.
He's like, I'm freezing to death. Help! All my friends are dead.
But it was nice. The worst part about this time of year, though, at least when I'm outside trying to get shit done, is it just gets dark so quick. It's like
I know.
It was like by 6:30, I'm like, oh, I don't have much light left. This sucks. And thankfully, I got it done not too soon after.
Speaking of getting dark soon in this type of weather, you still have the fire pit?
In the backyard, yeah.
Sweet. We need to like get together and do an MBH fire pit episode. I think that would be fucking cool. I mean, there's no better weather for it either.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I would even go about setting up something like that, but maybe.
Yeah, but you just think of the wild setup you had for the 17-hour marathon we did. Like that shit should not have worked. It did though, like expertly.
Yeah, it did. Surprisingly,
like I just throw ideas at you, and like you're like, I can't do that. There's no way I could do that. Hold on, give me a second. And then, like, within 5 minutes, you MacGyver something together.
Well, I was just happy that the mics were picking us up so well as they were.
Oh yeah, it was a very good setup. You know, especially when we had introduced Joe through Discord. Like, we had a couple kinks in the wires there, so to speak, but it worked out very well. So, like, I could be like, all right, listen, we're gonna be on a flight to France. We're doing an episode. Figure it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had 3 computers plus a laptop running. You had your laptop running. We had so many fucking devices running down here. That's why it was so goddamn hot.
Right? God forbid if I had my desktop. Jesus Christ. And the laptop's enough heat. So it looks like in the chat, our neighbor in a foreign country north had some snow flurries today. But
no, she was just smoking that now legalized ganja, and she thought she saw snow flurries.
Yeah, that's some big news. As if the Canadians weren't like happy and friendly enough. Now their minds are gonna be at ease legally.
Yeah, man. It's I guess if you enjoy smoking, that's good for you guys. It's and you can make edibles, and I think you can cultivate up to 4 plants. It's pretty cool, I guess. Not my style, but a lot of people enjoy it. Pretty much. I listen. I got no problem with it. Just be fucking responsible. Same thing with drinking. I fucking drink almost every goddamn day, but I try to stay responsible with it. You gonna smoke? Good, smoke. Don't get behind the fucking wheel afterwards, please. That's all I care about.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, it's like it's been a long time coming, and I mean, I'm not a Canadian or anything, but like overall, the whole concept of legalization has been like, it's been in the pipes for fucking ages. Pun not intended. And it should have been done away with long ago. Like I really think that it's a plant. We put worse things in our body legally, so it's just like, come on.
She goes, all the pot shit today.
Well, yeah, I hear you.
I actually know quite a bit of quite a few Canadians, so they're pretty happy about it.
Yeah. I know one or two maybe.
Magnum's Canadian.
Oh shit! Look who's in chat. Oh sweet, Magnum's awesome. He should be here more often.
And he's got a bit of a rough home life.
I know. But like when he's here hanging out, that's what I'm saying. When he's here hanging out, it's a good vibe and everything. So, and I feel like it's cool for us because we have a little interaction going on, and at the same time, it helps him escape a little bit, from whatever's plaguing him and all that good stuff. I know he has a lot of issues.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh.
But what's our boy Chris up to, man? He's just vanished off the face of the earth.
I'm not even kidding. I actually saw him in one of Magnum's streams like 2 or 3 weeks ago. He's just he told me he's just been really, really busy with shit.
Right on. I completely understand that, but like he was our boy, so like I miss having him coming around, and
I think we'll start
the shit in the chat.
Yeah, I think we'll start seeing him again once things calm down a little bit.
Right on. Hey, Jonty, how's it going tonight?
Fucking Jonty.
Good old Jonty. Very cool, very cool.
But I with all the work shit and just how exhausted I am, I guess the only thing that's been like pulling me through in the last week is the fact that the Devils are just fucking a force to be reckoned with this year. Before we get into any horror and geek stuff, man, I gotta just get that out there. The fucking New Jersey Devils, man, only undefeated team in the NHL right now.
You know what scares me about that? The fact that little bit of noise that's happening is slowly triggering Rich into watching more hockey. And generally, when he cheers for a certain team, it all goes to shit. So like I'm really gonna like pull back from mentioning hockey around him because I want my boys in the Stanley Cup this year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what I thought was funny? On Sunday, this motherfucker sends a picture from Prudential Center. Like, did we not all talk about like a week prior about maybe trying to get together and going to a game, and he just decides, well, I'm not even going to tell anybody, I'm just going to go to a game and then rub it in everybody's face? I hate it when he does that.
Yes, sir. And it's like even privately, I was talking about the game just because it's been so long since I've been to a Devils game, for one, and two, having like wrapped up my tenure as a Zamboni operator. Like, I miss hockey. Like, even though I was watching high school and college teams and shit like that, like, it was still hockey. It was still right there. I'm standing next to the glass. Pucks are almost breaking the glass, flying around my head. I miss that excitement. So, like, only watching it from TV is a different experience. So, like, I really want to get going on the game. And then, Sunday happened.
Yeah, no, the games have been awesome. I mean, I can't believe how good the team has been playing. They got to fix a couple things, but they're just scary. I mean, considering that we shut out the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Washington Capitals. We shut them out 6-0 in our second game, and then we shut out the Dallas Stars last night 3-0. It's just, we're a force.
It's wild. We haven't been like this this strong in a while. You know what I mean?
Well, this is our first 4-0 start since 1995.
That was a good year.
That was a good year, but not a great year. The following year was a great year because we won the cup in '96.
Exactly. I actually still have newspapers from that. Like, I don't know why, but I decided to keep them. I like went to the fucking back when we had newspaper stands, kids. So I was so hyped about it that I picked up like various newspapers around the town.
So yeah, so that's been keeping me going, knowing that the Devils are doing so well.
The fact that you said that's so exhausted and depressed sounding, like it was tired with a hinge of depression.
No, I'm just
over there and check.
I'm just sitting down. It's just nice, like, to actually just sit down for a few after today. I've just been running around all day.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Like, work has been crazy busy for me and very, very physically tiring. But like, I'm getting by. You know, like I'm coming home and doing various stuff. The problem is the little projects that I'm working on take time, and it takes a lot of like, okay, this is what I want, and I transfer it over to our buddy John, and then he comes up with some really cool ideas, sends them back. You know, it's a lot of back and forth going and all that, and you know, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't also binging the new Spider-Man game on PS4, which is, oh my god, it's so good. It's actually paused right now. Like, if I look at my TV, the Spider-Man game is paused over there, and I'm over here doing the show.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's I've been slacking off on writing stuff for the site, but it's just I haven't had time. I do all my writing at work, and just with the projects I have going on right now that I'll be done with, and I'll be done with the bulk of it, and like at the end of this week. But it's been cutting into my writing time, and I got a really cool article. I'm about 75%, 80% done with it. I got to go back. I got to clean it up a bit. I got to finish a few more paragraphs on it. But it's a really cool article. It's perfect for October and Halloween. I think a lot of people are really going to like this. It's unique. It's not something people write about very often anymore. I think people are really gonna like this, and I think it might actually open up the minds of some people who weren't maybe interested in what I'm writing about. So that will hopefully be done. I was gonna say tomorrow, but I don't even think I'm really gonna be in my office much tomorrow. I'm gonna be out on the road again. Maybe Friday. I don't have any plans to go out on the road on Friday, so maybe I can sit down and for like an hour or two and finally knock out this article and have it up next week, which would actually be perfect. That's kind of when I wanted it to come out anyway.
Yeah, it's really good timing, and like you said about the subject matter not being written about very often, like to me, it only seems like the times that people write about the subject, I'm not going to spoil it or anything, is like when something big happens in his world. You know what I mean? Like, then all of a sudden people start writing the fucking lists and all this other nonsense. But I think what you're writing is going to be far more unique.
Yeah, but the lists that they write have nothing to do with what I'm writing about.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that's where people start, like, churning out those uncreative think pieces and lists and lazy articles. You know, that's the only time, really. This is, to me, perfect season for it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to finish it up and get it out there and see how people react to it. It's going to be a really cool piece.
Yeah, I've been slacking on writing myself, like just mainly because I've been handling a lot of the social stuff and working on the other pet project for 2019. So, you know, a lot of things are going on regarding that. And just various little things around the website. You know, I want to do a few more reviews. We're possibly looking into press passes for a festival around here, and if that happens, I might be I might have a lot of writing to do. So, I'm kind of bracing it, trying to kill off the Spider-Man game before I lose myself in all of my work, and see what happens next. Plus, we got the streams. We got our little events coming up too.
Yeah, I'll get into that in a second. It's funny. I noticed on Twitter today, Lucky McKee said he was starting to film his next feature flick. I think in Austin, and I had sent him a message. I'm waiting to see if he responds to it, and if he does, I'm gonna kind of press him a bit and see if maybe we could get a like an exclusive interview or exclusive scoop on what this movie is, or he's pretty active on Twitter, and he's one of my favorite directors. So I'm gonna try to press and see if I can't get something cool for the site.
Yeah, that'd be excellent. It's really funny that you mentioned that too. I just sent out a email yesterday to try to get an interview, and I'm waiting to hear back. And that might, if it all works out, if the sun aligns with a different planet and magic happens and unicorns are discovered and all that good stuff, we might have a really, really cool interview for the live stream that we're going to be doing.
Oh, interesting. Well, speaking of that live stream, our live stream is next Saturday. Wow, I can't believe it's fucking the 27th next Saturday already.
Yeah, what happened to October? This is my favorite time of year. I don't even think I watched one horror thing, and that's a failure on my part in a big way.
I watched so far this month. I rewatched The Witch because I happened to see it was on Netflix. So I was like, yes, and I watched that.
Awesome.
And I love it even more. I was actually watching The Witch with subtitles helps so much. Now, I didn't have a problem with the way they talked in that movie. It was very authentic to the period. And didn't bother me. It bothered a lot of other people. And all right, I guess if you can't understand what they're saying, it kind of takes you out of the movie. So, I get that. But when you watch it with subtitles, it really does help a lot. So I watched that, and I watched this actually really cool zombie movie from 2016 called The Resort. And I was going to write a review on it, but I'm like, oh, it's already 2 years old. I don't know if I want to write a review on a 2-year-old movie. But I really enjoyed it. It actually has one of the best ending scenes in a zombie movie ever. It was so just satisfying. It was great. And the overall story behind it, it was kind of cool. I liked it. Worked. I dug it, but at the end of the day, it was pretty much Jurassic Park with zombies.
You've got my attention.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this. It's called the Resort. REZ. The Resort.
Oh yeah, back in late '90s cool writing, right?
No, I think it was normal, but it's if there's a zombie movie and the title has an S, or if the title should have an S, it's a Z. It's one of those. But
I get it.
But the premise of the movie is the resort is this island where they harbor the last remnants of zombies from an outbreak from 6 years prior. And what are they called? They call them shufflers in this movie, I think. I was like, what, shufflers?
I can accept that though. I don't like when they call them zombies. To me it feels like it's a little too self-aware.
So this $1 resort, multi-million-dollar resort. They have this area where these zombies are. These big open areas outside the resort, and people come in and they stay at this place, and they go out on hunting expeditions, and it's like a place to take out your anger, and you go out and you hunt zombies.
All right, that's cool. It's not a bad concept.
No, it's actually very well done. It's on Netflix again. I would suggest it. I really enjoyed it. The characters in the movie were pretty much everyone you wanted to die died. So I like a movie like that. Yeah, no, the story was pretty good. I pretty much liked everything about the movie. It was definitely a lot of fun. I would definitely suggest it.
Nice, nice. And I mean, like, if you felt like writing a review, you totally could. We're like, our review section on the website is just kind of like all over the place. We have a TV show, an ongoing TV show being reviewed weekly, which is pretty awesome. But beyond that, it's kind of like, hey, we just watched a movie. Let's write about it. Like, it could be 6 years old, 10 years old, 1 year old, whatever.
Yeah, maybe I'll sit down. But you know what? I would probably have to sit down and actually rewatch it again, so it's like super fresh in my mind.
I hear you, man. I think I might check that out. You know, I know I say that a lot, but it does sound fun.
Typically when I write a review for a movie, I'll watch the movie and I'll start the review and put all my notes down the very next day, so I don't like forget anything. I know exactly what I want to talk about. Yeah, maybe it seems like most of the reviews on the site anyway are from me.
Yeah, pretty much. I wrote a couple early on, but those are more time consuming than news pieces, and then I went back into like feature territory, which are significantly more time consuming. But hey, content is content, you know. This horror movie that I ended up watching was not even a movie. It's part of the series on Hulu called Into the Dark. And the concept behind that is each month they're going to be releasing a feature-length horror episode, and it's going to pertain to a holiday in the given month. And it started off in October with a Halloween movie called The Body. And the reason this thing came up on our radar is we were contacted by people from, I assume, some sort of PR company, and they wanted us to like check it out, and we gave it a look. And we were able to interview the production designer from the show, which is pretty awesome. Like, we sat in Chris's office. Chris writes a lot on the website. He owns the website, all that good stuff. Sat in his office, put the show on, and basically watched the entire thing, created an interview. And, I unfortunately had a side job that I had to work on, so my our marketing person, Joey, ended up interviewing him on Skype, which was pretty great. So I'm hoping to have that audio up on YouTube, maybe in a podcast, maybe part of the stream. I don't know yet, but we have the audio all set. We got to edit one small part out of it, but we're going to be able to put up the full-on interview. But if you don't want to wait, if you go on the website, deadentertainment.com right now and see the feature image for The Body, you can read the full interview right here on the website as it is. We transcribed it.
Very cool. But yeah, so next week, Saturday, the 27th, is going to be our special stream. Maybe a couple hours long. I don't even know what the fuck we're going to be doing. Aside from, at some point, I don't know when during the stream, but at some point, we will be picking a winner for the Dead Entertainment Trick or Treat Box O Mystery Giveaway. And I'll get into exactly what all that is in a second. But, we do have some things planned, or at least Mungus has some things planned. I don't even know.
Thing is about this stream, okay, it was a really great idea on paper, and I know starting this off like that sounds horrible, but I really wanted to like mark the time that we kind of like started doing this. We did your stream a year ago in October, and we're like, wow, that was a good time, that was a lot of fun, but let's do it again, but this time not 7 hours. So we wanted to do that, and by November 1st, minimal knowledge and all that stuff, we started this show, and we're celebrating 40 episodes tonight by slacking off. That's here nor there, but I started to work on different details and iron out everything for the stream, and I just kept finding myself running in circles, and I'm like, we talk about everything weekly. You know what I mean? Like, back when we were doing the stream last year on your channel, it was like, it would be cool if we talked about that unreleased Friday the 13th script, or what would happen if this was in a movie. Like, we run these scenarios weekly, so like it's not very unique. So coming up with unique ideas and concepts for like an anniversary stream of sorts was challenging.
Yeah, I'm sure half of the stream, like if we do like a 4-hour stream, I'm sure 2 hours of it is just going to be us teasing the giveaway and then just making you fuckers wait even longer.
You heard it here first. But no, I have a couple ideas in mind. Maybe like an impromptu little commentary on some short films. Like just everybody could hit up YouTube and watch a short film with us. So we could just on the fly, boom, do something like that. I've got different things. I'm not going to give away everything, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that actually might be a really fun idea. Especially if they're like free short films or fan films.
Yeah, definitely.
I think legally we would be allowed to actually stream those.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, considering they're on like YouTube here for a long period of time, it's not like somebody uploading parts of a movie that is somebody else's intellectual property. But the idea popped in my head because you're always talking about Patient J. And I thought it would be really cool to watch that. And
that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, that'd be really good. That is just one of my favorite fan films. But listen, just because they're uploaded, like a movie is uploaded on YouTube, doesn't mean you can re-stream that, all right? And I found that out the hard way.
But even if we can't, like, it's just this. It's a search bar away. You could have two windows open, no big deal. But another movie that I was really considering, I don't know if you've watched it, but there's a massive crowd following. Never Hike Alone, I believe it's called.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
The Friday the 13th fan film. I haven't yet, so I'm like really curious about it, and I think that might be fun to do as well. So little things like that are going to be taking place during the stream while you wait for the giveaway that you may or may not win.
All right, so the giveaway. For those who may not know. So those who may not know, we are doing a pretty cool box of mystery giveaway. And basically, we're not telling anybody what's in this box. It's a mystery for a reason. Now, there's going to be some cool things. There's going to be some unique things. There's going to be some garbage. Mostly from me. I'm just throwing. I'm honestly not even joking. I'm just looking around what I got in my basement, and if I see some garbage that I don't even want anymore, it's going in this box.
Oh boy.
So you're gonna get some weird things. All right. You might get some random bolts and screws. I see right here. Right here. I got a cough drop right here. You see that? That's gonna go in the box.
That's horrible.
I was actually gonna throw this in there, but I'm not sure if we're gonna have any. If maybe someone under 21 is going to win. I was gonna I got a little bottle of Johnny Walker Black right here. I was gonna throw that in, but I don't think I should. I'm not going to. That'll get us in trouble.
No. Drink that. If not, I'll give you my address. Send it to me.
But yeah, no, there's going to be all kinds, but there's going to be good stuff. We promise there's going to be good stuff. Now, how do you win? Well, we're not doing it in a traditional sense where, you guys can enter somewhere, sort of how I do it on my channel when I do giveaways on Live Deliciously in Game. I'll do a giveaway video and, I'll have people comment on the video, and whoever comments and subscribes to the channel, they get entered. We're doing it a bit differently for this one, and basically you have to be in stream. Obviously, being subscribed to the channel would mean a lot to us, but being in stream when we decide to pick a winner is really the only prerequisite.
I think I'm going to make you subscribe because we want more people on here. We're sitting at 85, which is, we got started on YouTube a lot later in this whole process, and our site's only a year old, so not terrible. But we definitely want more people hanging out on these streams and coming in and all that. So we're going to probably require you to at least subscribe to the channel. Beyond that, your presence is necessary. You're not going to know how the winner is going to be chosen. I don't think I even know right this second. But it's going to happen in its own way. The whole world is going to align in some sort of fashion, and we're going to pick that winner. And then we'll just PM you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so keep that in mind if you want to win the Boxel Mystery. And we also, another prerequisite, sort of, is you need to be willing to record yourself unboxing this thing. And you have to post it up, because we want to see the reactions of the person opening up this box of crap.
I love how you just keep advertising it as crap, and I'm literally staring at a box right now that has some good stuff in it. It doesn't have everything in it because I still try to figure out what else I want to add to it, but stuff on my end at least isn't crap. It's and it I'm not gonna like say this on record or anything, but it might be worth up to $251.
Oh,
You know?
yes.
Okay? Might be, it also might not be. Probably won't be, but $251. You heard it here, and no other website. No other website's going to beat us. $251 value off the record might not be that much.
Yeah, and I mean we're not even, our giveaway's not even sponsored by anybody. I mean we can't get fancy sponsorships like Spencer's, all right? But this giveaway is sponsored by the contributors and writers and everyone over at Dead Entertainment. So everything in this box is actually coming from us. It's coming from our personal collections. It's coming from our garbage cans. Anything. It's all from us. It's all from the heart and the garbage, all right? I'm going to just hammer that shit home.
I just want to make a small point about other giveaways. And I'm not advertising them or anything, but I honestly think what we're going to put into this box, garbage aside, and no, you know what? Fuck that. Even garbage 2 is going to have character. It's going to have some sort of goofy element, something to make you smile. Even if you're literally getting up to throw it away after, I think our character is going to have far more character, or our giveaway is going to have far more character than the clearance section of Spencer's. Like,
yeah, no, it's a great idea we came up with, and I think whoever wins, I think whoever wins is they're gonna enjoy some of the good stuff in there, and they're gonna get a fucking laugh, and that's pretty much the idea here. That's what that's what we want.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. You know, even if you don't, normally watch our stuff or check out the website, we hope you do after the fact. And once you receive the box, at least it'll put a smile on your face, and you'll have a couple other things in your collection that you might not have even known existed. So, yeah. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are in stream next Saturday, because you do not want to miss the chance to win this thing.
I've already got my beer. Oh yeah.
I always have my beer, but I'm still looking at the good stuff. The good stuff I'm throwing into the box while I scan around the room looking for garbage to throw in.
I love that, like, you always have that look around the room thing going on while we're doing our podcast. You're like, what else? So that box looks pretty good. It's empty. Has some like candy wrapper in there.
Yeah. Let's get this. I'm excited. I'm excited to actually put this thing together.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna finalize the last few things on my end. I'm gonna have to see you at some point, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
God, it's such a task.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck it, we'll hang out and do something. It's been a while.
Oh.
Speaking of doing something, too bad you're busy this weekend. They got that haunted thing going on with Joe Bob Briggs' his appearance.
Is that the one in Central Jersey?
I think something like that. The Mr. Hush.
Yeah.
They have a couple decent people going around, but again, with the whole stream thing a week away, I got a lot of work to do this weekend, and Spider-Man has to be set aside just for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've heard good things about that game.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. They changed some of the character elements, and kind of the story to me feels like it's told in the time that we're living in. You know what I mean? It's very there's like a satirical element to some of the stuff that's going on in the game, and I don't know, it's really fun to play, and the story is pretty awesome so far. I definitely recommend it. There's our geek portion for the night.
Yeah, well, we do have a lot coming up. I mean, on top of the what we're calling next Saturday, that next Saturday's stream is the not quite Halloween horror-thon. But after that, it's only a couple days until Halloween, and we will be doing a live commentary on Halloween night of Halloween Resurrection. Yes.
Resurrection.
Yes, we have decided to live commentary the worst Halloween movie in the franchise. Why? Because we're stupid. I don't know. I thought it would be fun. Well, I guess we both kind of thought it'd be fun just to watch a bad Halloween movie. Because anybody and everybody watches the good Halloween movies. So let's not. And just watch the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, seriously. Like, everybody's go-to pick would be like Halloween, Halloween 2, maybe Rob Zombie's Halloween for a little bit of a different perspective. Not us. No, sir, ma'am. We are watching Resurrection.
Well, you know what's really funny that you bring up Rob Zombie's Halloween? There's a reviewer on YouTube, a guy by the name of Decker Shadow, and he's right now he's reviewing the entire Halloween franchise, and he's up to Rob Zombie's Halloween, and he put something into perspective that I never picked up on until he actually started talking about it. And it like really makes me not like the movie. Well, it makes me like the movie less, I should say, because I do enjoy that movie. And he pointed out the fact that every single person in that movie is a massive asshole. There is not one non-asshole character in that entire movie. And honestly, up until Michael kills Danny Trejo's character, Michael's actually portrayed as like the victim.
Even almost an anti-hero in the rape scene. Like, if you ever seen the work prints, they have his breakout scene completely different. It's more of a traditional Michael Myers like breakout killing thing. But in the actual, I want to say the director's cut, the theatrical cut, they decided to make him like this hero, because there were some orderlies trying to rape a female inmate, and it's just like out of nowhere he comes in and like goes Super Saiyan on all, like, why is Michael Myers
he doesn't he doesn't come in. Those two idiot orderlies take the girl into his room. Right.
Well, I mean, more along the lines of just, like he goes into the situation full force to save her for whatever reason. How I would have corrected that scene, had him kill the girl as well, just to show that he's like he's not biased to anybody. He killed them for a different reason, but I don't know, man. That was just shitty. But I agree with that guy's points entirely.
Yeah, seriously, like every character in that movie is just an asshole. Like there is not, like they're just all mean people. It's ridiculous. I never noticed it until he actually pointed it out. I was like, wow, he's right. Fuck. Okay. So yeah, so we decided to we're going to watch Halloween Resurrection, which is going to be my first time seeing it in its entirety. Mainly because anytime I've ever tried to watch it, it's just been painful.
Yes, sir.
And so I would typically turn it off. Have you ever seen it?
Yes, I actually was in theaters opening night for it. I was a big fan. Well, I've been a big fan for years. So uh, just to sit there and have another Halloween movie, and regardless of the quality, regardless of how it looked, regardless of how the mask looked, it's always really fun to experience a Halloween movie that time of year. You know what I mean? Like, even if the series has sucked for so long, it gets that like the smell in the air when a Michael Myers movie comes out. So no, that was no exception back in the day when that came out. And as I'm going to say on the Resurrection commentary, I feel like that movie should have ended within 15 minutes. That opening segment is probably one of the most interesting opening segments in any of the Halloween movies, and it's really cool, really fun. And then it all goes down here, downhill after that. It's bad. It's really bad.
But we're watching it. Come join
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Halloween night. Come join us and suffer with us. Don't make us suffer alone.
You know what? Not related to that, but going back to Rob Zombie's Halloween, was Ken Furry's character really that big of an asshole? He had an upset stomach because of the deluxe taco supreme that he ate, and he was using the bathroom.
Yeah, well, you know what? He was smug. He pulled
smug.
He pulled into that trucker stop and just got out of his truck all big dick swinging. I'm Big Joe Grizzly, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna go take a shit, blah blah. You know, I was like, all right, come on, dude.
How dare you fault Ken Furry for having this shit?
He died because he was a smug dick.
I feel like that what I just said about the whole Ken Furry thing should be like on a DVD cover somewhere.
But yeah, so he while not an asshole in the traditional sense like the rest of the characters in the movie once, he was an asshole because he was smug.
Yeah, like he wasn't gonna flush. Like he had that attitude. Like he was gonna blow up their bathroom and just like, let the guy deal with it. I don't care.
Yeah. So
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to it, but whatever. I'll make sure to have enough beer and we'll get through it.
Yeah, we always do, and we're gonna probably do a really cool one next month. So, like the end game is there. The goal afterwards, light at the end of the tunnel is happening.
Yeah, the live commentary we're planning for November is just batshit crazy. It's legit one of the weirdest fucking movies I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
And I've only seen it once, but it left such a goddamn impact on me. I can't wait to watch it again, just to see if it's as ridiculous as I remember it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it myself. We're gonna be a little bit miserable with Resurrection, but then we're gonna feel wonderful. It works.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe the November live commentary we have planned. It's wonderful.
I don't know if everybody's going to agree with us, but who knows?
Oh, they are so going to agree with us. If they don't, then I don't even know. It's upsetting if they don't.
Definitely agree. I think we might be joined by Jess again on Resurrection, as well as next month. I have to double check with her, and also John might come along too, which would be fun. I think we all had a really good vibe together with the last one we did. So going forward and doing another couple with similar people that we mesh well with is going to be a good time.
Yeah, no, definitely. Especially for next month. I mean, I just want people who's never seen that movie to see it, and I just want to hear and see their reactions.
Speak of the devil, and she pops up in chat.
I just want reactions from the movie next month, just because I remember our reactions when me, you, and Chris watched it together.
Chris didn't watch it.
Oh, who was with us?
It was just me and you, man.
Really? I could have swore Chris was with us.
No, this is after he passed. He was with us in spirit, that's for sure.
Really? I could have swore he was with us. I thought we were...
Spooky.
No, dude, he was with us.
Oh. I'm gonna look up the release date right now.
That's... No way. Hey, Jess, how you doing? I could have swore he was with us. Hey, maybe you're right.
2015 came out.
Really? It seems like we watched it so long ago.
Nope, before it came out on Blu-ray, because I bought the Blu-ray, and we sat. I think it was at your parents' house. We were
upstairs in the living room. Yeah.
So yeah, we were chilling out there, and we never had a bootleg copy. Like before it was actually released by this company, there was never any other release. We never found it on bootleg, or people really didn't carry it or anything. We just saw the trailer on a movie that I'm not mentioning.
Huh. Well, regardless, I just remember watching it and just like my fucking jaw was on the floor at the end of this movie just because I didn't know how to react.
No, me either. Like we were just. I remember silence at the end of the movie. We were just like there was a solid minute of silence in there that felt like an eternity, and then I don't even know what was said after. Like I think fuck was a little bit too much.
I think after like we realized what had just transpired, and the last 5 seconds of the movie, like the very final scene of this movie is like the most ridiculous, funniest thing I've ever seen. I remember us laughing quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It was so out there. I'm still trying to figure it out, like to just piece the movie together and understand what the narrative was. Like, what were they going for?
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna attempt to answer that one.
I feel like we got to take this movie to Canada now that things are different up there, and we'll enlighten ourselves and figure out the movie. That's the only way we're going to be able to piece this one together, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely, it's been a while since I've watched it, and I've been wanting to watch it again for quite a while. So.
Right on. I'm looking forward to that very much, and I have another idea for commentaries that I'm going to start cooking up soon, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's something we've done before at Monster Mania, and I think it'll be a hit here as well. So could be interesting. So I'll let you know more about that. Probably. Well, I'm going to probably tell you after the show, but everybody else you'll find out in the coming month or so.
So next week's episode. I believe we're pretty much going to focus on the new Halloween movie, which I'm hoping to be able to see sometime in the next couple of days. I won't be able to get there tomorrow night, and I'm not going to be able to get there Friday or Saturday, so maybe Monday or Tuesday. I'm hoping to take off next week because I just need to just recharge and get away from work right now because it's just I just want to go in and stab people. So maybe if I happen to get next week off, I'll be able to catch like a matinee on a Monday or a Tuesday or something, and that way I'm prepared for Wednesday's episode where we just kind of focus in on it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it myself. At the current moment, I think I'm supposed to be going Friday night, which is something I don't normally do. I've reached that stage in my life where I don't like people. I don't like awkward laughing at scenes that shouldn't be laughed at, and the overall shit movie experience. So I'm a matinee guy generally, but this movie is, it's one of those movies that I pretty much have to see opening night. I could go tomorrow, but I have things to do. So that being said, I'm looking forward to seeing it, obviously, and hoping it's good. I'm hearing different things about it. I'm hearing a few things of like a lot of positive, but I've read also the disappointing elements, which I'm trying to stay away from. But from what I gather, it's not too bad as far as like things that will let you down. There are different aspects of the movie that people might not be expecting. So, completely spoiler free, of course, but yeah, I'm going into it with a really positive mind, and that Halloween excitement I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I mean, movie crowds do suck, but sometimes movie crowds can enhance certain movies.
Absolutely, but it's got to be the right movie crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, without a doubt.
Like going opening night to a Marvel movie, those are your people. Those are the people that are going to laugh at the right spots. They're going to gasp at different moments, things like that. Like it's a good time. But when you get those like awkward teenagers that never even seen one of the movies, and God, I'm sounding like Clint Eastwood, like in that one movie, Gran Torino.
Oh, Gran Torino.
Yeah, but like you get the ones that are just there for the sake of hanging out. I've done it. We've all done it. But at least care about the movie, or at least like immerse yourself a little bit. And somebody gets stabbed to death in a horrific way. It's not giggle worthy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just that's why I don't really go to the movies too often anymore, because it's you don't want to get stuck with a bad crowd, because then it just ruins it. It just ruins the whole experience.
It takes you out of the movie continuously too, because like you're spending the entire time trying to suspend disbelief. I mean, Michael Myers was shot how many times and killed and brought back, and
I
all that
shot him 6 times.
Exactly. Thanks, Dr. Loomis. But yeah, no, he's got all this shit going on, and you've got to sit there and be like, okay, I have to believe that this guy survived for 40 years, and he's not going to need a new hip and all that, and go after the same person. So you got that going for you, and then you got some asshole at the other fucking end of the row chomping on popcorn, snuggling with whoever he or she is snuggling with. And, there comes this gut-wrenching scream, a nice stab to the abdomen, and just a breakout of laughter. And you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Go watch something else. Yes. And yes, Jess, we are definitely old.
Yeah, and with the price you're fucking paying to actually go see a movie, you want to be able to just sit there and enjoy it and not have to worry about assholes around you.
That's why I really enjoy going to Alamo, because it's a film fan friendly theater. Holy shit, say that fast 5 times. But you've got your people there. They're there for the same reasons you are, and their reactions are going to be very similar, as opposed to a general theater that accepts anybody.
Yeah, and they got some pretty strict rules in place at the Alamo, and yeah, you don't get 3 strikes. It's you fuck definitely. Up, you're done.
Yeah, no, we've seen it before, and it's pretty crazy. We almost got kicked out of there too because of our 2 asshole friends, which was pretty funny.
Oh,
remember that?
Oh, with fucking Mike
and John.
Oh, that's right. Those fuckers were on their phone the entire. What movie was that?
Was that when we seen the 35mm Friday the 13th?
No, I don't. I thought it was Faster Pussycat.
No, they weren't there for that one. There was like only 4 of us in that theater.
Oh, you're right. Remember that dude shushed us?
Yes, like what were we even doing?
He wasn't even anywhere near us.
We were like on the opposite end of the row, and those rows are pretty long. And he gave us the meanest shush ever.
Yeah, that dude was a dick.
He was a dick.
What movie was it? It might have been Friday the 13th, but I don't know.
I think it was. I think it was because we've. It was one of those situations where we're like, should we ask Mike? You know, he's not into horror, blah blah blah. And Mike said something along the lines of, "Oh, of course I'd come to watch Friday."
Yeah,
And yes, he does sound like that.
Yeah, he does.
He's
Yeah,
like Mickey Mouse.
I guess, yeah, maybe it was.
It's possible. I mean, we've seen a lot of cool movies over there, so it's difficult to like pin it down.
But so yeah, but you know, it just sucks because we don't have one like super close to us. You know, we got to go to fucking either Brooklyn or Yonkers, and that isn't you know right around the corner.
The trip is worth it for special events, but like for something that we could get around here, you know, it's a bummer. But the cool thing is that local theater that's up by me, Sinopolis, their mission is kind of like we're going to be the next Alamo Draft House type of thing. They're definitely following the Alamo Draft House blueprint, you know, in a lot of respects. They have a lot of events going on. They give away things at the movies, all that good stuff. And they actually have something going on that I just got some information on. I don't know if it's supposed to be public, but you know they're doing the Halloween 30 or 40th anniversary showings. That information is public, but they're going to have all sorts of cool stuff like giveaways, special drink orders, special food orders. Michael Myers is going to be at many of the locations for photo ops, which is pretty cool. Each ticket comes with like this special commemorative, like plastic butcher knife, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, like there's all sorts of things happening with this theater. So what I'm hoping is that they're going to keep playing that card that Alamo Drafthouse does so well, and maybe we'll have a theater that's similar to that right around the corner from us.
Was it the Warriors? Did we all go see the Warriors together?
I think we've seen it, but I don't think Mike was there.
Yeah, no, we definitely went to the Alamo to see it.
Yeah, I don't think he was at that one.
Okay. I know it wasn't Reanimator.
This is gonna bother you.
It is. I know it wasn't Reanimator. I know it wasn't Spaceballs.
No, definitely not. In fact, I think Spaceballs was the night we saw
Faster Pussycat. Yeah, it was a double feature. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Our memories aren't what they used to be.
Yeah.
So we need to make a trip back up there sometime soon. I know I'm going to Poughkeepsie next month for a horror movie festival sort of thing. I don't remember what they're calling it, but we're not supposed to talk about it. It's like Fight Club. I'm not supposed to talk about that either. But I'm doing one of these marathons that's coming up, which is going to be pretty neat. I got Goblin coming up at the very beginning of December.
Well, Poughkeepsie, that's where Hudson Horror used to be.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Used to be. Maybe it's something else now.
I'm looking to see what Alamo in Yonkers has going on.
Oh, I thought you were like looking through your phone to see what movies we've seen up there, potentially with Mike.
Oh no, I'm over that now.
Okay, good.
Trying to see that. I don't know. Fucking changes their website all the time. It's a pain in the ass.
I'll bring it up real quick. I'm on the desktop.
But,
if I can find the icon.
Yeah. If you guys have never been to an Alamo Draft House, I would suggest trying to find one somewhere close to you. It's definitely a fun time. They don't tolerate people on their phones. They don't tolerate people talking. It's a sit down and eat theater. You can get drinks and beer and all that good stuff. Never ending popcorn. It's definitely a lot of fun. And definitely a really good experience.
Yeah, definitely. Even if you have to travel a little bit for it, it's totally worth it. I really want to go out to the one in Austin because that's the one that started it all, and they have a lot of specialty type screenings over it. But like if you got one nearby, Absolutely worth checking out.
All right,
Jess, your first theater in general or first Alamo Draft House? I'm probably gonna guess the former. She lives in a small mountain town, so like, what's a theater?
Small mountain hick town. Where she live in South Park?
Well, theater is better than nothing, right?
Let's see. Next Saturday night, obviously we can't do that, but they're playing The Shining.
Oh man, I'm canceling this stream. Fuck it.
Wow. October 30th, they're doing The Fly double feature.
Nice. The Fly is awesome.
The 29th, they're doing Fog 4K restoration.
I actually seen 35mm of The Fog, which is pretty cool.
Probably at either Hudson Horror or the Alamo.
Yes.
Let's see.
Hopefully they get some sort of holiday horror going on come December. Like, I feel like we need to go out for one of those. Like, if they do Christmas Evil or something. Hell, I'll even take one of the more, well-known ones like Silent Night, Deadly Night, or Black Christmas. Those movies I haven't seen in theater. Actually, I've seen Christmas Evil in the theater.
Really?
Great. Yes, it was at Hudson Horror.
Yeah, I remember Richie telling me about that because he knows I love that movie.
The funny thing about that was I seen it in the theater, and that was the first time I actually seen Christmas Evil. And I literally went out to the lobby, went to one of the vendor tables, and bought it on Blu-ray at the same time because that special edition was out. I was like, yeah, totally worth the buy.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. Yeah, no, that's really it. They're not a whole lot of other good stuff right now.
All right. Well, I guess something will definitely come along, and we'll make our fabulous return back up there. It's been like I said, it's been a minute, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and that's only Yonkers. I mean, I don't even check the Brooklyn one because getting to Brooklyn is just fucking ridiculous.
Rich says it's really easy to get to, but I don't know if it costs a lot of money. Usually easy travel to get to Brooklyn requires a nice little chunk of change.
Yeah, nothing is easy.
Yeah, plus he doesn't dislike mass transit as much as I do. Like I miss once in a lifetime fucking performances just so I don't have to deal with the transit.
Yeah, because it's miserable, especially for me. I mean, I've been driving my entire life. Like, going to mass transit is just miserable. I like having control.
I don't like coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning, standing between train cars because the trains are full of club people coming back to Jersey.
Yeah, well, is what it is. I'm not even gonna bother looking at Brooklyn because if they're playing something good, it means I'm gonna have to contemplate whether or not I want to go the fuck out there, and I don't feel like dealing with that. So I'm not even gonna bother looking.
Totally. But hey, did you hear about Monster Mania guest announcements today?
Yeah, I did. I saw they got the chick who played Judith Myers, and I think I saw Nick Castle again, and
the new the guy that played him in the new movie too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is what it is. There, it's not. I couldn't get a room, so I guess I'll keep trying, even though I heard a lot of iffy things about the last convention, about how it was still really, really packed, and
it was a vast improvement from the nightmare that we dealt with, but definitely a few other things need to be ironed out and all that. As far as guests go, Nick Castle was always a rare get from back in the day, and now he's making his rounds. I haven't seen Sandy Johnson, the woman who played Judith Myers, at any of the conventions. Like, I think this is her first East Coast convention, if I read correctly. But That's crazy. That's a really cool. Even though she had such a small role in the original movie, it was the single scene that kind of stuck out with you for forever. Like I have such an imprint in my head of that whole opening from the original movie that like she's infamous to me. So like I think I would definitely meet her, and it's always cool to meet another Myers. There's been tons over the years, so welcoming James Jude Courtney into the mix is pretty cool too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I'll keep trying to get a room because obviously I didn't get to go to August, and I guess I needed that break after the March Monster Mania left such a bad taste in my mouth. It's been going to him for so long. It was inevitable that one was really gonna fail and piss me off, and finally happened. So maybe it was sort of a good thing that I took August off, and now I'll get re-excited for March again, and hopefully I can get a room. Did Rich get a room?
I don't know. I have to ask him, but you know how the rooms are when it comes to Monster Mania. Once they're gone, they are never officially gone. You just gotta call at the right time, and
Yeah, exactly.
cancellations always happen. So like I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that. And you know as well as I do that like at least a good 50 to 75% of the fun at Monster Mania is what happens with all of us. You know what I mean? Like just hanging out and things like that. And now that we have the website and everything going on with that, we could hit different avenues and try different things and experience the convention a little differently this time. So, we have a lot of reasons to keep moving forward on the convention, despite the one road bump that we had, and have a good time at the same time. We made a lot of memories over the years, and sure, that's not all of them.
Yeah. So, well, hopefully either Rich has a room or I can score a room as usual. I just hate not knowing. It's like normally and I tried booking the room almost, I don't know, a couple days after the convention ended in August, and it was already booked up, which is weird. It never books up that fast, but it did.
I think they opened up booking that weekend, if I read correctly. So a lot of the people that were still riding the high of that weekend's convention were like, "Fuck yeah, I'm coming back in March."
So maybe I'll try this week. I mean, usually you don't get lucky. You don't get a room until like the week of, when people are realizing that they can't go anymore and they're canceling before they get charged. But I'll try. You never know.
Yeah, we'll do it. It's on our first rodeo. That's for sure.
All right. I don't know, you got anything else to talk about? We're coming up on about an hour and a half here.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much good. This was kind of just a laid back stream. Like I wish we put a little more effort into I put a little more effort into putting together a 40th episode. But you know what, man? Like with all the crazy shit that's coming up on the horizon and leading into the holidays and after the new year, we got our plates full quite a bit. So just to sit here and shoot the shit a little bit and talk, have some fun. That was good enough for me. So
it's funny. We should have called off tonight's episode and did episode 40 next week while we talk about Halloween 40.
We could just delete this episode after, or retitle it.
That would have been funny.
Oh, good lord! Well, we're gonna be 41.
All right. Well. Thank you guys for hanging out. We really didn't touch on too much news. The guest announcements for Monster Mania, but that was kind of the point. We were just wanted to dick around tonight. But we'll be back talking about the new Halloween movie next Wednesday, and then obviously Saturday is the Not Quite Halloween Horror-thon stream, so that should be a lot of fun. Make sure you come by if you want to have a chance at winning the Box of Mystery. Of course you want to win the Box of Mystery. I mean,
without a doubt.
Who wouldn't? So, yes. Next Saturday, make sure you check that out. And obviously, as always, visit deadentertainment.com every day. We always got new news pieces and articles going up, and hopefully next week I will have my special article I'm working on. I wish I could have been done with it by now, but just work got in the way and life got in the way. But I'm almost done with it, and it'll be worth the wait. I think people are really going to respond to it. I hope they do, at least, and maybe discover something they didn't know before.
Yeah, man. And next week I'm gonna order you a balls, so you're a little more lively.
I'm only just kind of blah tonight because I got home from work late as usual, and as soon as I got home, I changed into like my shit clothes and ran outside, and jacked up Tao's car and was under her car for like 2.5 hours doing the starter. So by the time I came, I came in and I scarfed down fucking some salmon, sat down to dinner with her, and then I came down here to get ready for this. So I didn't really catch a second wind today.
Well, way to make me feel like a dick. No, but if the hours keep up, I mean, like you've been working your ass off on this little project at work for fucking 2 weeks, something like that.
2 weeks, dude. Not little. It's a pretty massive conversion project.
No,
I've been at it for 2 months now, heavy. But I mean, this past weekend was like the weekend that everything really happened, and now
it's crunch time. That's what I meant.
Yeah, and now I'm just doing all the cleanup because the idiots on my team are fucking just stupid. So instead of doing things right the first time, they did them ass backwards, and now I'm going in cleaning up their fucking mess. Complaining every day to my boss. When are you gonna fucking do something about these people? They're useless. You're paying them. Why? How about you just pay me twice instead of paying them once to do it wrong and then paying me to go fucking fix it? Just pay me twice. I got it done right the first time.
See, we even got a pressurizing segment at the end. It's worked out. Yeah. All right, you get the fuck out of here. Go enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you follow us at Bates_MotelMT on Twitter, at Ray Mungus. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Facebook.com/DeadEntertainment. You can also follow us on Twitter at DeadEndSite. And make sure you come back next Wednesday when we're just focusing on the new Halloween movie, and next Saturday for the special Not Quite Halloween Horror-thon live stream. And then join us Halloween night for the live commentary of Halloween Resurrection. Yes, we are torturing ourselves for you people. Enjoy it.
And you. Hopefully you're torturing yourself with us.
Oh, God.
Please do it. I mean, we need help. We need help, and we need somebody there suffering with us.
Yep. So, again, thank you guys for hanging out on this laid-back, slacking-off stream. I'm sure we're going to do this every once in a while. Because there are weeks where there's not a whole lot of horror news, not a whole lot of geek news, and then sometimes it's just like things have just been talked about to death, and sometimes we just want to do, this would be like what I would call an IRL stream, an in real life stream, and where we're just dicking off and just talking about whatever. If there's people in chat, they could help steer the conversation in a certain direction.
Yeah, we'll bring in some other people too. Like we've always talked about having guests, and we literally have one sitting there in chat typing to us. We should have brought her in, but in any case, we know that now. We're going to change it up for future ones, future presentations, and change it up once in a while. There's only so many times that we could talk about the Friday the 13th lawsuit. So we need the other things to talk about. So yeah, that's it. Keep an eye out for these things.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Agreed. So again, guys, thank you so much. We will see everybody next week. And remember,
What do you think this is all about? You think this is a fucking costume? This is a way of life.